Zach, what was going through your mind in the final 3 minutes or so of that game?
You got a lot of faith in our defense, especially when they had to go out there. We put them out there in some tough spots. And to have those 4 low red stops that they had, they held them to a field goal, 2 turnovers and downs, a turnover. Exceptional job by our defense. And they give you a lot of confidence. So it's a stressful situation. Seattle's got a great team. They did a great job hitting some plays and moving the ball down there. But at the end of the day, just got tremendous confidence that our defense is going to figure it out, and they did, and got a huge stop there at the end.
Zach, what can you say about Cam Taylor-Britt's day, the day he had on one of the best receivers in the NFL, and obviously the pick?
Yeah, we've got a tremendous group of defenders, first of all. Our DBs have really stepped up, and Cheeto's always been a big force there. Mike Hilton, Cam Taylor-Britt has really come on this last year. DJ Turner's really stood up as well, and so I'm really proud of Cam, and he's got great ball skills, tremendous ball skills, and so when the ball's in his area, he's usually got a great chance to go get that thing, and I'm so happy that he did.
What do you think was the difference near the goal line for your defense today? What do you think was the game changer for you guys?
Well, it's almost like just because a team gets in there at the 3-yard line, it's not, oh, here we go, it's 7 points. There's a real I really think our defense believes, worst case, we're holding them to 3 here, and best case, we're getting the ball out, and that's going back to that New England game last year. You always feel like these guys have such an attitude to find a way to get that ball out and not just be satisfied giving up any points. It's turnover on downs, and it's get the ball out, and I feel that, and we didn't strip it out or anything, but we tried. I saw a lot of good plugs at the ball there, and just really proud of the job that our defense did. They stepped up big time.
I think it was the overarching theme as to why offensively you guys weren't able to be as productive.
That's a really good question. That's a really good question. We'll have to watch it and see, because you felt like we had some opportunities. You felt like sometimes that we weren't in a great flow, but it's really hard for me to put my thumb on it, and I'll have to, we'll have to check it out. And the good news is we found a way to I walked off the field and I had, I had texted Steve Specht yesterday, the St. X coach. They had a win on the road, and I said, great job. And he said, it's better to win ugly than lose pretty. And I mean, that was the first thing that hit me when I walked off the field today. Was at times it felt ugly, especially on offense. But again, our defense stepped up and made some big plays for us that allowed us to get out of there.
How big is it mentally to be 505 given how y'all started?
It's good. It's like I said, we kind of stubbed our toe. Starting this race off, and we're going to continue to pick up steam. And again, there's days where our defense is going to lead the charge and lead us to victory. There's times where the offense is going to reciprocate that. There's times special teams can take over. And I think good teams just find ways to do it. And right now we're at that 3-3 mark, going into a bye, get a chance to get healthy, and then hit the surge after the bye, starting with San Francisco.
One of the themes after last year was kind of maybe a better pass rush or more disruptive pass rush. What was it like seeing them come up with key sacks and key pressures in big spots throughout the day?
Yeah, we got a lot of guys, and starts with the starters up front. And then there's guys coming off the bench. I saw Cam Sample in there today, so it's good, and that's why you draft the way we have. It's always good to have reinforcements in there, but our starting group is as good as any in the league. And so again, a lot of credit to those guys up front, and then the back end supporting them and making some big plays today.
The defense as a whole, first 5 weeks, not quite at the level it was at last season. Did you see something or feel something today that was different from the group as a whole?
No. I thought that they did a good job, and again, we, similar to last week, did a better job on offense, starting strong and getting some points so we can play with the lead. That's the difference from this first couple of weeks, and so again, we certainly want to score more than 17 points. We should score more than 17 points, but that makes a big difference, because then you can play your style of game still and not put as much pressure on those guys.
Jack, I do feel like in some ways that today's game was a lot like that playoff game against the Raiders last year against the Ravens, where defense and special teams really just saves the day in a game where the offense needs that help late.
Sure, and that's we'll take it. Again, any way we can find a win, we're going to do it, and we're going to be happy about it. And that doesn't mean that there's not a lot we can improve on offense. I'm sure there's going to be some things that we're going to improve on defense as well, but it's a lot easier to make those improvements after you win.
Was every game ball to a defensive player or the whole defense?
Yeah, the whole defense. Whole defense. I was happy Yoshi got his first touchdown, but the whole defense really stepped up, and Cam with the turnover and Mike with the turnover, and it was good to see.
When you talk about starting fast, for a year and a half now, you guys have a
See, I don't know. We just got to start with that first down, and then you feel like, all right, here we go. We got a good rhythm there. We had some good catch and runs. We had the free play at the end of the first quarter. Where we got him to jump and took the shot to Jamar. So I just think we were really efficient on first and second down, kept ourselves in some really manageable situations, and were able to finish off in the red zone. We felt like we had a good red zone plan this week, and only got 2 opportunities down there, and were able to capitalize on them.
You mentioned the Yoshi touchdown. Did you send Joe to get that ball? It looked like when he came to the sideline.
I did not. No, that was Joe. I didn't. Yeah.
Does a game when you win ugly, does that help at later points in the season when it gets a little bit closer to the playoff time?
The wins and losses, to be honest with you, we draw from all of them equally, really. I think, we've just got a lot of confidence as a team that we'll figure out a way at the end to close it out. And this was one of those games we had a good lead the whole game, had a lead the whole game, and defense was able to close it out for us.
With both draft picks and free agents, why has it been so important to invest as much as you have in the defensive line?
Well, this game starts in the trenches, on the offensive and defensive line. So you can say the same thing on both sides, really. And it just, if you don't have strength up there on the offensive and defensive line, it makes everyone's job really tough. And we're very fortunate that we've done a good job, investing in our defensive line and our offensive line.
Along those lines, what's going to happen with Orlando Brown today?
I think it's groin, so we'll see. Bye week comes at a good time, and we'll see where it goes from there. I'm not sure the total severity of it.
The splits with DJ and Cheeto, was that kind of a wait and see thing, or was Cheeto's back giving props today that led him?
Yeah, it's tough. Cheeto, just managing through the week. He repped as much as he could, and so then it's still unknown. It's still bothersome. He really played through something today, as did T. Both those guys, I'm appreciative of what they decided to do for us. A lot of guys could have just said, no, I'm going to wait through the bye week. And Cheeto and T, 2 of our most competitive guys we've got. And so really, really am thankful we've got guys like that help contribute to the win. Thank you.